Timeless reading for Taurus, and so far the only negative reading. When I say negative, it's not ultimately negative. Sometimes we can go through very painful, terrible phases in our life so that we can learn or understand something, even though that sounds terrible. I know. Yeah, sometimes life is just cruel, unfortunately. What I can see in your reading, let me just first go through the cards. The first card is manipulation, then comes loss, barrenness, zero, pretense, toxic. All these cards that we don't want to have, you have all of them in the reading. But yes, there is something that is supposed to come out. Something is being exposed. To be clear, someone is being exposed. You've been manipulated by someone in your private life, or what I feel for many in your professional life, and you were the person who was blinded and naive. Many people could have been this way around you and not see through this person through the manipulator. For some of you, for many, for most of you, I feel like this could be about a colleague who was not very distant from you. It could be your best work buddy or someone you thought you would get along with quite well. So this is the pain for you in this reading. To find out that someone you trusted and someone you really liked actually manipulated you. You might lose something due to their manipulation, even though this loss might be compensated for, because, as I said in the beginning, someone is being exposed, not only to you. Many people will see the real face of this person, and then there might be some kind of legal justice that will somehow compensate for your loss, but not for your emotional loss, and especially your psychological loss, because it feels terrible. Being the naive person who doesn't see through someone, you even like and support someone, and then you realize, or it comes out that this person only was friendly towards you because they wanted to harm you, hurt you, manipulate you. This is making us feel so stupid, like always questioning our perception. Why could I not see through this? Why was I so dumb? Blah, blah, blah. This is so extremely painful. So I'm sorry for that, but yeah. You will get over it after a while. And maybe it soothes you at least a little bit that many people will feel this way. You will not be the only one. Other people will also be very puzzled, very negatively surprised by what's coming out. For a few of you, I feel like this is already what came out, and you are still in this very disappointed, painful energy, going through this kind of loss emotionally and psychologically. But there is a good news in your reading here as well. It's spiritually, even though psychologically and emotionally it affects you deeply, or so you think for a while, it does not enter your energy. Like there is no curse here or trauma. It's still quite on the surface, the hurt, the disappointment. It will not leave you traumatized, probably. I hope so. I'm not seeing it here in your spread. And it will not ruin your energies, manipulate your energies so heavily that you will re-experience these things all the time, or you will not be able to trust people anymore. At least that's not what I'm feeling and seeing here in your spread. You should still be careful, but yeah. It is not deeply spiritually affecting you. You will get over it. With the Baroness card here, I feel like something will be left alone. Either a house, an apartment, a property. And with property, I mean, it doesn't have to be a property on which a house is built. It could just be some kind of empty garden, or something is being abandoned, whether it's a building or a place, a space. And nature will take over this place or space again. Something will not be controlled by a human hand anymore. It could be connected to this situation with this person. Something is done here. And it will become barren. And it will be closed for a long time. If this is a workplace situation, I don't know, maybe it is so tremendous that the whole workplace will have to be shut down. But don't worry, I'm not seeing any huge financial stress here. If it would be this way, you would immediately have a new job, or the office will just be transferred to a new place. So I'm not seeing any worries about that. The only worry here in this reading is about your emotional and psychological hurt. That you were so fooled by someone that it makes you just feel stupid, and that's painful to feel stupid. But you're not stupid. Some people are just extremely crazy and cunning. And it can happen to anyone to be fooled by someone like that. Yeah, so in the worst, I mean, no, it sounds extremely alarming to put it into these kind of words, like in the worst case. No, I mean, in some cases, if this is a really tremendous work situation, the place could be closed, and it might take a long time until someone new takes over the place. And until then it will be like an abandoned place. Yeah, there's just something about an abandoned place here that's very important. The 0 card is telling me that something will just be erased, wiped out due to this exposure. And again, I'm not feeling that you will worry about that. In the first moments, it might be painful, realizing that someone was a huge manipulator. It could also be the boss, it doesn't have to be a colleague. But as soon as you get over the pain or the disappointment, you will be glad that all of this came out. And then the psychological pain and the emotional pain will also be erased. And you will just be glad that you went through this kind of experience and learned about how people can actually be so pretentious, portray themselves in a way that other people see something in them that is not at all inside of them. Like they are real life actors. They are not acting at the theater or in front of cameras for a movie, but they are acting in real life. After this person has been exposed, you might learn something about their alcohol abuse as well, or they might start to become this way. The toxic card often reminds me of drugs as well. Maybe this is something that will come out about this person, or it is something that this person will fall into after they have been exposed. Like this toxic card is very alarming here, telling me that after this first exposure happens, it might take several months until a new layer of exposure. Like this could be a kind of manipulation that this person did to others to get some financial or economical gains from it. And that's already terrible, and it will be exposed, and then after months, maybe after a year even worse details about this person will come out. They might have also harmed people in much worse ways than only economically. I'm sorry. The other readings were quite peaceful, very nice readings. I don't know why this hell is coming up in your reading, but as I said, I'm not feeling any danger here for you. I'm not feeling that this person will be out to get you, or that this kind of loss will be so tremendous you will never get over it. Like something, if there is some kind of loss of resources on your side, it will be compensated for. So no worries about that. If there is a loss of your job due to, I don't know, a very evil boss here, you will immediately find something new. Everything will be taken care of. The only loss that you experience here is the disappointment and actually it's also some kind of shame. Like, my God, why didn't I see this? I feel so stupid. But it will be fine. Okay, I will pull some health and lifestyle cards for you. Liver, baby, apple, cooking, seer, mouth, herbs, art, tea. Okay, I'm also gonna pull some numbers and letters for you, and maybe some of these numbers or letters have some significance for you. So we have a 5, an 8, another 5. The 5s are coming up out today a lot. Seems to be important. 4, 5, 5, 7, 8. Then we have a 9 or a 6. Doesn't matter. You decide if it's a 6 or a 9. 2 P's. TSNU. Stun. Maybe this whole situation will leave you stunned. Then there's a pun. Put. And we have the sun here, at least something positive. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.